Hey guys, Cosmos here from Dollar Games, and in this video we're going to do something a little bit special and exploratory and educational, or I don't know what to call it, but basically we're going to find out or try to find out something new about dimensions. And of course, in order to do that, we got to get out of the Cloud City and we're going to jump over to the city view. So in my Mystic Gate, I have currently running one expert fire dimension. Currently I don't have VIP for a while now. I might get it at the end of the month, but right now I don't have it anyways. So I got my one expert dimension ran out. With two I was making like more than 10,000 crystals per day, and that's already I think pretty awesome for free players. But still, okay, that's not what the video is about. The video is about that one of them ran out and I have one slot now, and normally I'm supposed to do another expert dimension and get this back up to 10,000 crystal shards a day. But I also want to explore and learn the game better and share that with you guys. So what I decided to do is I'm gonna go over to my guild vault, and I got a lot of dimension coordinates here, and I'm gonna grab a basic fire dimension. I'm gonna sacrifice my energy for this research, and then we'll see if something good comes out of it. I have some good expectations, but you never know. And what I want to do is I want to open up, I picked fire because this expert one is already fire, and I already have fire crystals on. So my fire resistance is 1,500, which is definitely more than good enough. So these are all the crystals I currently have. With the last event I made a whole bunch, more than 100 of level 9 crystals, and then what I did is I made exactly six of the level 9s into other elements, so that I don't have to keep losing gold on conversion costs. So now I have for each element exactly 6 crystals, and I can switch around depending what where you are in the game and what resistances are needed. And I suggest you guys do the same, otherwise you'll waste a lot of gold in converting. It cost, I think, was it 3 million or something like that? Let's have a look. Actually more, so it was 3 million when it was actually close to 4 million when it was level 8. So for level 9s it's gonna cost 8 million every time you convert. So try to get a full set, of course, for you to wear, but if you can make some extras, then make sure you get 6 of each elements, so that you can put in each of the 6 shields or 5 shields for free players. I did pay 1,000 balance to unlock the 6th one because I think it's pretty important, so that was something I dished out, but it's not a huge amount, 1,000 balance, so it was worth it. So anyways, back to what we were doing. So I'm gonna sacrifice my energy, which is 3,000 energy right now. Let's eat up these campfire items. By the way, you'll notice that I have a bunch of free space in inventory, and the reason I have that is because I started converting all the gems to health. So every day, it's a boring thing, but every day I convert any gems I earn to health. That frees up a whole bunch of inventory, but of course other things like having many different crystal types take more inventory slots. But you gotta do your best to minimize your inventory space, and of course send over to mailbox whatever you can't, whatever you don't have to use for a while. So did I open it? No, I don't think I even opened it. So we're gonna open this basic dimension coordinate. I'm gonna grab also my blue Amazon. For these purposes, it doesn't matter even if you have like a white 1-star never touched, still better to take it, because the higher your resistance, the lower things will cost, and even 1 energy point can add up. So of course, when something costs 1 energy point, it's not going to cost 0. I think 1 is the minimum. But right now with Amazon, my fire resist boosted up to 1,640. So if I end up fighting something, then it'll be cheaper. So we're going to get rid of the shield, because AFK mode puts shield on. So I usually get rid of the shield when I put AFK mode. And for the kit, I usually take Rain of Fire, or whatever kit you're using. You can just take any AoE skill that it has to speed things up. Now I don't know how much energy I will end up losing, because this is of course purely losing. There is nothing entirely useful in the basic dimension for me, and I will abandon it right after the video probably, so that I can start my expert one. But the reason I wanted basic because it's small and it's quick to do, and oh yeah, I didn't tell you the whole point. The whole point was to explore the entire thing and see if we can find, for example, at least one mine in the basic dimension, or one offering. You know, I want to try to come up with some kind of estimates of what is possible. And if you don't find them, like if you do an entire dimension and you don't find a mine, but if somebody would tell you there's for sure one in there, then maybe you will, you know, spend extra time trying to find it. I don't know. But anyways, it's just to get to know the game better, or the game design better, and try to see if we can prove something or not. So we're gonna jump on over to the basic dimension. Of course, I'm gonna skip all the mobs, and that's why it's supposed to go fast. And next section is right next to me, which is awesome. I love that. So, and my trick for doing stuff fast is going by two, because when you're standing here you can see this one and this one and this one and this one, and so that way you can go faster, because it does take time for these little mob thingies to load, and sometimes your character will be stuck in the black place or the uncharted territory, and there I die. I should actually die a lot because I'll be opening everything. So there is that gate, but I gotta make sure there's nothing over here. And of course, I don't think that there can be a mine or something in an area where there is a mob for sure, but also I don't think there, at least I hope not, I don't think there will be a mine or an offering in a place that is 100% guarded by mobs. So because I think they will have like a direct path should be possible to all things, but maybe that's just my thinking. So actually now, you know, normally I would already go to the next section when I find the gate, but of course now I've changed the purpose of this dimension, so we're gonna explore it 100%. And that's what I mean by, you know, getting stuck in the black area, and that's why it helps if you know there's nothing next to it. You can already move. There's 1, 2, and 3, and I don't have to think about if it's dangerous or not, because I know there's nothing there. Of course, there could be a hidden event like the mine and offering, but that's totally, like the U-Demon also, but that's totally, and the secret merchant, but that's totally fine for me, because those are not going to eat the energy like these guys are going to eat. 39. They should be eating 40, 41, 42, but that's because the higher your resistance, I mentioned before, the less they will take from you if you do accidentally drop on them. And that does happen, especially if you're tired and trying to rush through. And that's why I walk in twos. It's exactly why I do that. I also do that in expert dimensions, but in another way that I don't do here. But I'll try to illustrate it. I need to find a good strip, because the basic one is pretty small. So that other trick that I do in expert dimension, I can't entirely show here. Alright, so this level 100% finished. All the black dots are actually events. So we're just gonna go ahead. Events, by events I mean mobs actually, I shouldn't have said events. Alright. So let's resume our double movement. And that's faster. So I think that there has to be at least one mine per dimension, and it could be a lower grade mine in the basic dimension, for example, but I think it must be there. I think that would be extremely greedy if they didn't put at least one in every dimension. Some dimensions have 2, that's for sure, and I think some even have 3 or more. If I remember correctly, one of my guildmates had 3 in one day, and he was happy about that. When I didn't have any for like 3 weeks. But there is a trick about that also, and I can explain it maybe on different occasion. Because that requires a little bit of calculation. Maybe I should write an article about that. There is of course a way that the people who get mines more often don't miraculously get them more often. They're actually doing something that the other people are not doing. I'll probably write an article about that because I need to show some calculations for that. Alright, here we go. That's the next one. I won't enter it because I don't want to lose time on screen loading. But let's remember that that one is the gate. Oh, nice, 50 Mara. It's good. We're gonna take that. But I'm trying to follow fast cleaning. So these are all mobs over here, all these 6 and this one as well. And all these are all mobs, which I'm totally not interested in. And I really don't want to fall for it. It's gonna be that's a total waste of 39 energy. Okay, so actually, if you want to count, that's one here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that 3 of them here? Yeah, 4, 5, 6. And then over here, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Sorry, 19. So all the mobs together are 19. And that's what you see here in the 19 events, because one of them was the Mara. And that's how it works. And sometimes I get stuck by not having, by having one less, and then having a hard time to figure out why is it 19, not 20. But basically they are supposed to add up to exactly the events here. And that's one of the tricks you can use to find hidden events. At least that was my theory. I actually did a whole lot of research on dimensions, and I didn't publish them on the website because I wasn't able to come up with a conclusion. I had a lot of data. I actually did many sections of expert dimension, like full cleaning like this, but I couldn't come to a conclusion. So it was a lot of wasted hours of work that I couldn't publish. But the theory there was, if you know that there are, for example, 20 events, and if you count exactly the monsters that you do meet, then if the total of the monsters is equal to the total of the events, then there is nothing hidden in that level. But if you count the monsters and there are like 18 monsters, and you know there are 20 events, then there are 2 things hidden. So that was the thinking behind, but I wasn't able to prove it with the data I gathered. Of course, with this kind of stuff, you need like a lot of data to come to a really good conclusion. And I wish there was a system that all players could get together and somehow share. I know in the past, sometimes people email me with data, but to have like hundreds of people helping, I don't know how to set up such a system. So if somebody knows and wants to help, let me know. Because there are many things that if we could get together, we could figure stuff out and all of us could benefit. Alright, these are all mobs, but that area I think is free. Right, got it. So no chest so far. In this dimension so far we had 1 chest for Mara, which was cool. So that was a white chest, but no red chest so far, which is the offering chest. But already 500, more than 500 energy spent. Alright, I think I got them all. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Just to count again. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So those are, or actually I think I missed one, and one of them is the gate. So I got 19. Or I'm getting confused now. But okay, I think I missed one and I counted the gate, which I think, was it here? Yep. Alright, we got a tower. Straight away. And I love AFK mode. But I do wish there was a blitz for dimensions. That would be really awesome. And they don't even, some people say it's really hard to make. Actually, it's absolutely ridiculously easy to make. They don't have to play the dimensions. You can just have a blitz window, and in the window you could have just tick marks like I want to kill master mobs or expert mobs, and or, because you might want and or. So basically all the options of what you might want, and then the chests would be like a random luck thing, and then you just press, you know, complete or blitz, and it can just run like a roll of dice and just give you the outcome. Oh no, I clicked on the mob. I hate doing that. Alright, invaders, you definitely invaded into my energy. My demonic angel almost killed them. They were that weak. Alright, so that's one event less on this section. So you see it says 19 on section 4 on the left side. We're basically almost done. Alright, here we go. It's like a minefield. You're trying to dodge these things. Plus it depends on your internet connection, it depends on your browser settings, your flash settings, and some people have not only bad internet connection but also very bad settings on their computer. So for them this is really fast. And mind you, I'm also recording with this, so it's still fast compared to a lot of people. But some of the lag you shouldn't blame R27 Road for, because some people are lagging because of the way they set up their computer, what things are running on it, what browser settings, flash settings. Like if you're running Chrome and you're using Chrome's Pepper Flash, you should never complain, because that is a horrible flash thingy. And all the games will lag, or at least this game lags. I don't know about all games, but this game is unplayable with Pepper Flash. So if you don't know that and you have it and you're lagging and you're blaming other people, you shouldn't do that. Alright, here we go. Chrome recently also stopped support for certain I'm not a big expert in these things, but they basically stopped support for a certain type of flash, so they don't show the standard Adobe Flash installation anymore, and you automatically get rolled over to Pepper Flash. So if you recently started lagging, that's what's happening. Took me a while to figure it out because I'm not really a big technical guy. But you can learn everything by reading. Always was the case and always will be, hopefully. These secrets merchants are crazy. They're definitely not secret if they're on every second, third step. Alright, we got the Abyss Lord, Martis, or Martis. It's gonna go down really fast. Actually, this turned out to be quite expensive. It cost, this experiment is costing me like 1,000 energy, and so far it basically didn't yield me much return, unfortunately. Basic dimension, of course, giving only 90 crystals per section. There are 5 sections, and in one section of expert you get 180. So 2 sections of basic you get in one section of expert. So in 2.5 sections of expert is the same as one whole basic. And you can do that with much lower energy cost than what I'm doing now, of course, because this is a one-off experiment. I usually skip everything and go directly for conquering the dimension. Come on, give us a mine. All the people watching, and you're hiding all the mines. Alright, now in that corner I cannot get. Now we'll just have to assume, because I'm not gonna waste energy fighting those mobs, I will just have to assume there's nothing there. Although assumptions can often get you into trouble, but we're gonna do that in this case. Alright, so we got almost everything pretty much cleared up, and the dimension has been conquered. We should be able to see that in the chat. Here, Cosmos has conquered the basic fire dimension. Alright, these are all mobs. So the last hope is in this black area over here. And there doesn't seem to be much. Alright, so this is the entire basic dimension. And we got, this is section 5. This is section 4. And you can count much easier on the right hand side over here in the minimap, because they're just simple dots and you can count the exact event. So for example, right now we are in section 4, which also shows here as area 4. So in a sense we got that 19 events, so you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 and 19, and that's exactly 19 events. And that's what I was doing on the expert dimension in the past when they came out, trying to count all these things. Here is section 3, supposed to be 20 events, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 and 20. So that's definitely matching, and that was what my logic was, that if you count all that and it comes up to be 19, then there is a hidden event. And but that's a bit harder to do in reality. It's of course easy to count when everything has been opened up, and it's much harder to count when everything is black. Like imagine the expert map is much bigger than this map, and so you have to start counting and remember where that mob was that you counted, and that's tough to do. Maybe somebody can write a software that can do that, I don't know. But these are the 5 levels of the basic, so fully done. And we're gonna go and abandon it. Basic. The income of course went up. Alright. So, and I'm gonna start an expert one, which is gonna be normal. But basically the conclusion for me was that in that basic one that I did, let's call it a more unlucky dimension, because in there what we had is we had just one chest of 50 Mara, which was very good. It could have been like bounty scrolls or something. But otherwise, I've done basic dimensions a lot before, and there definitely it's definitely possible to have a lot more things in it than just one chest. So what I suggest is, if you guys are also willing to experiment and try to find things, that you also do an experiment like this on basic or intermediate dimension, or if you want to do on you know, on higher level, that's fine also, and email me the results. You know, just honestly clean everything and be very accurate in what you write down, like how many white chests was there, like what kind maybe, and how many red chests. The red chests are the ones with offerings. Also the Eudemon ones are red, but let's call them Eudemon chests, because those are different and not a big deal. And of course the mines. So with enough data, if a lot of people email me, I'll make an article and publish for everyone, and then we can see if we can figure something out. But that's the general idea, because you need to kind of sacrifice energy a little bit to find out, you know, to get some data, to get some statistics going. And then, you know, like for example, right now it was enough to say that it is not guaranteed to have at least one mine in a basic dimension. So before I thought maybe you're guaranteed. Now I know you're not. Also for offerings, you're not guaranteed to have one in basic, but maybe you're guaranteed one starting from a certain level, like from intermediate or from advanced, you know. So it could be a guarantee, or it could be simply based on probabilities, and the only way we will know is if a lot of people send me data, and then I can compile it and make a report about it. And so yeah, if you want to email me, just go over to our website of Dull Games Wartune, which is wartune.dullgames.com, or if you've already bookmarked dullgames.com, you can just go via there in any contact form and just send it over to me and I'll get it. And that's it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed that, and anybody who wants to you know, diligently collect data for dimensions or for other things like event chests or monthly chests, like the skeleton chest or anything else, as long as you write down everything accurately, feel free to email it to me. But all the chests, like sometimes I get emails, I opened, you know, 500 chests and inside was one head and one mount. Well, there's nothing I can do with that, because that's not an exact collection of all the things that you got. So it has to be, you know, fully written down, so that because I only make good quality, you know, analysis, so I'm not able to use bad quality information. So feel free to support and send. And all the links also I'll put in the description below the video, so if you haven't bookmarked our sites, please do so. If you enjoyed this video and other videos, please also click on like and subscribe. That always helps, and also helps if you guys share you know, on your social media between your friends or guildmates or whatever. And lastly, if you want to support us, become our patrons. Also the links are going to be in the description of the video. So that's it, you guys. Thanks for watching and have a very nice day.